basically, this whole thing is just me playing this weird game and telling a story. So basically, I met these 3 people and we were playing around, and somehow we teleported to the space and we were stuck. At least that's what we all thought. We started looking around, bunch of dead bodies, and just honestly creepy. There was so much happening at once, and we didn't really know what to do. So we started looking around, and we figured out that this is the past. Well, not really the past. It's a time loop. Early on in the video it shows, really. But we're more stuck in 2 dimensions between time, future, present, and past, creating these long trees, and it's a whole story. Look, all we know is we follow each other, right? The first time we did it, we followed this guy, and we were all set. We were going on an adventure, and, well, it's safe to say that it was fun. Well, it lasted. The one guy dropped into a volcano, which was idiotic, so the other guy took lead and decided to lead the expedition along. I waited for the one guy to come back, but he left me. But it was all for good intentions, because we saw this. Apparently the trees were dying here. We don't know how, we don't know why. All we know is that some of them were cut down to make the Lord knows what. But it seems like we were just confused. We were stuck here. The one dude did say that we are soldiers, and soldiers don't go to hell. And that kind of got our spirits off and on the right track. So we started just chopping and looking around. We knew that we were going to get out. We just didn't know who was going to get out with them. One by one, we looked around and saw nothing. So we decided, with all 3 of us, should follow Jester. And, well, he was mainly our captor. He was our captain, and we were the soldiers. The only one that we could trust now is Jester and the Lord, and Jester led the way. We followed him like true soldiers. Well, not really soldiers. We were more like just babies, and we were honestly quite idiotic, not gonna lie. But we followed him nonetheless, and we looked around, and we saw this thing. We also saw another guy, but we were more on it with the tree. This tree looked different than the others. It looked more old. It looked more in the past. But, like I said, there was also a new guy. We didn't know who he was from or where he came. All I know is that he was also stuck with us. He didn't talk. He didn't really say anything. All he did was look at us. He said a couple of things, but it was mostly just me, and Jester. So, we decided to follow Jester again. More and more people kept arriving, aka more and more people got stuck. We didn't really follow those people, though. We went on our own path. At least, that's what we tried to do. Well, seems like we're a crew member of 4 now. And we were fine with that. We were fine with no name coming along. And this is when the time loop and the past starts to bring in. We saw I think is a Bronchiosaurus, but I honestly don't know. All I know is that it's a dinosaur. Literally, like I just said, it's a dinosaur. So, we don't really know what's happening. We see birds, we see trees, we see lava. So, I think we all think we're in a time loop. But it gets weirder more and more we pass on. We keep hearing these random noises, and we tried looking it up at the dinosaur, didn't really work. Its eyeballs isn't there. It's clear. Their eyeballs are see-through, which just makes this even more weird. We're already so confused already, like. So as Jester pointed out, that they're see-through. They're just see-through. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh gosh. Looking back at it now, we were pretty dumb to point out that an eyeball was see-through. But we were just trying to make it back home. Home. It's what we used to call something. What they used to call it. Until, well, let's just say it wasn't all butterflies and rainbows. Jester had to leave. We don't know why. We don't know how. He just left. I was so in shock that I couldn't even type bye. He just left. At this point, we didn't know what to do. So, we decided to come up with a regular decision on our own without Jester. So, we went left into the moon. It sounds dumb, but it's true. Without Jester, we were kind of sort of alone on this one. And we just didn't really know what to do, so Aka took over. Yep. I was weird. I didn't know what to do, how to do it. I didn't even know where the hell I was. We don't know where the end is, nor how to get back home. We just tried our best. So, back on the expedition, we're going left. Until we met another guy. Yep, we met another dude. It was back to the 3 of 3s. The 3 amigos. Yep. And as we tried to get his attention, Aka already started swimming. But then we finally came over and we got his attention. This is when I knew that we were going to be pretty good best friends. Well, not best friends yet. I haven't really asked him, but he's a friend now. So it was the 3 amigos back on it. Me, Megel, and Akta all swam left. I waited for Akta and Megel, and we all just went our ways. And then we couldn't see Akta. He also left. He left me and Megel alone. The person that we thought we could trust left us alone on our own expedition. I know, sounds mean, crazy even, but he's gone. No friend request, no even a bye, nope, just alone. We were so confused on why he left. I mean, we barely knew each other, but still, we don't know why. We don't know. All we know is we're in something called the Mozo area. And we need to find a way out, obviously. These trees are like these mythical beings of trees, and we were just together. So we kept going straight. Left. Just like he said. And then other people started showing up in the chat. We were so happy. And we started jumping up with joy. And then, well, let's just say he had to go too. Mango had to leave. At least he wasn't like a thaw and he actually said bye. But the one dude, the one person in my group finally left. It was just me, random people, and the Lord. I tried getting the other people's attention, but they didn't care. They were their own little group. They were their own little 4 amigos in the town, and one was playing the trumpet while the other one was playing the hoot. The other one was playing the drums, and the other one was singing along. But just like my amigos, we don't know if they'll leave. So I went off on my own adventure. Just me and the Lord. I looked back at it. The dinosaur that we thought was so cool. The little weird trees. And then I saw them in the distance. A couple bodies just dancing around. Just 3 amigos. Dancing up there in little mountain hills. They were so happy. I didn't want to disturb them, so I left. I left for left. And when I went left, well, there was something there. I don't know what it is by now. I'm just hoping that the Lord can help me find a way home, just a good old way home. Alone. In a dark place. And then I felt it. This barrier, like a 3-dimensional cause, is keeping us away from something from the great beyond. I tried getting towards it, and I tried, obviously, getting, under it. Didn't work. It was like a triangle. Or a square. I couldn't really understand it. All I know was something blocking my way. And I don't know. All I knew was that anytime I swam up, I would take damage. Yet for some reason, if you swim up in the water, you take damage. A lot of damage. And it hurts very painfully, actually. Like, very painfully. But it was just me and the Lord. So I just started walking, and before I knew it, I went to left, and there was nothing there. Just a barrier of lost hope. No house, no love, no future, just lost hope. There was nothing at all. So many different things went through my mind, but all I knew is that either A, I would have to quit, or B, find my way back home. And a soldier don't quit. We're soldiers. We don't go to hell. Nor do we go to heaven. We're fighters. We're not going to stop. It's what the Lord ends up for us. It's how we do on Judgment Day. So, wherever the hell I am right now, I decided to not give up just yet. And to go to the opposite place of left. Right. A little bit of placing and Noah-Gene and running into those strangers. I started looking around at the moon, and I knew that one day this would be over, and that I might have to leave. Then, suddenly, I saw something at the corner of my eye. I saw a house. My house. My broken, beaten up house that we met in. And then I went to bed. And I made it out. Alone. But I made it out. The fallen soldiers had fallen, have given up. Yet I made it. Alive. So I took a sit on a tree, and I finally fell asleep in a restful place where I call home.